All right, welcome everyone to another deep dive. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. It's a topic that I think everyone's at least a little bit curious about.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about millionaires.
Ooh, millionaires.
But we're going to be uncovering the surprising reality of how most millionaires live. And I think we all have this image in our minds, but this is going to be a little bit different.
Yeah.
And we're going to be using a book called The Millionaire Next Door to guide us.
Oh, I love that book. Classic.
And it's packed full of all this eye-opening research, and really, I think it debunks a lot of the myths about wealth that we've kind of come to accept.
Yeah, it's funny. Like you said, we all have this image of a millionaire in our head, right?
Yeah.
It's like mansions and sports cars and all the glitz and glam.
Right.
But this book, it just like throws that whole image out the window.
Totally does.
It's
like they're saying it's not about appearances. It's something much deeper.
It's about something else entirely. It's about, the authors, they really dug deep into like the behaviors and the mindsets of actual millionaires. And they found that real wealth, it's more about financial discipline, making smart choices.
Right.
It's not necessarily about having that huge income.
I see.
They even break it down into these categories, these
yeah.
PAWs, UAWs, AAWs, prodigious accumulator of wealth, under accumulator of wealth, and average accumulator of wealth.
Okay, so break this down a little bit. So we have PAWs, UAWs, AAWs.
Right. So are you ready to dive into the world of the PAWs?
Yeah. Are the PAWs like the ones who've kind of cracked the code?
Yeah, you could say that.
Okay.
They're the ones who really understand how to build wealth over time.
Okay.
They're not flashy. They're not trying to impress anyone.
Got it.
It's all about like slow and steady wins the race,
Okay.
And the book found that most millionaires, they actually fall into this PAW category. Yeah, it's kind of surprising, right? And what sets them apart, it's their commitment to saving and investing consistently.
Okay.
Even if it means, not always having the latest gadgets or driving a fancy car.
Oh, so this is where the whole frugality thing comes into play.
Exactly. They get it. They understand delayed gratification.
I see, yeah.
They know that the real payoff, it comes later.
Okay. So like even me, I'm thinking about this, my daily latte, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, is that...
The little things add up.
Okay, got it.
It's not about depriving yourself. It's just being mindful.
Okay, so why is this so crucial then? Why is this whole idea of being frugal, like, so important? Isn't it more about just earning a lot of money?
Well, earning a good income definitely helps. There's no doubt about that.
Right.
But the book argues it's what you do with that income that really makes the difference.
Yeah.
Frugality, it helps you stretch your money further.
Yeah.
It allows you to like really maximize the amount you can invest
over time.
I see, yeah.
Think of it this way. Every dollar you save, that's a dollar that has the potential to grow exponentially through the magic of compounding.
Right. So like driving a used car or clipping coupons, it's not really about being cheap. It's about...
It's strategic.
Okay.
It's about making your money work for you in the long run.
So this brings us to like net worth, right?
Yes. Net worth is key.
Because a lot of people, and I think this is something that I definitely have been guilty of in the past, confusing like high income with wealth.
Right. It's a common misconception.
Right.
But they're not the same thing.
Okay.
Net worth, that's your true financial picture. Yeah. It's like a snapshot of your overall financial health.
Okay.
It's basically everything you own, all your assets, minus everything you owe.
Okay, so it's not about keeping up with the Joneses. It's about
building a solid foundation.
Got it.
And speaking of foundations, one of the things that I found really interesting in the book was how millionaires raise their kids.
Oh, yeah. That's a fascinating part.
Because it's not what you would expect.
It really challenges those stereotypes, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
You think of spoiled rich kids, but a lot of millionaires are actually very careful about how much financial assistance they give their children.
Yeah, that was interesting.
They want them to learn the value of hard work, self-reliant.
Right, like earning it.
Exactly. It's about empowering them to create their own success.
So it's less about handouts. It's more about...
It's about passing down those values.
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah. Those good financial habits.
Yeah, that's great. And then, okay, this is another thing that just like blew my mind, was that millionaires, it's not like they all come from...
They come from all walks of life.
Yeah, it's not like all these like high-powered CEOs or, tech moguls. The book talks about people who are in pest control and, welding, dry cleaning.
Hey, name it.
I mean, really.
Yeah. It's amazing, right?
Yeah, it is. It's like, it's a testament to that idea that, wealth isn't tied to a profession.
It's a mindset.
Yeah, it is.
It's about seeing those opportunities, being resourceful,
Yeah.
making smart choices
Yeah.
with your money.
So what does this all mean for like the average listener out there, right? Who's thinking, okay, this is all great, but can I actually become the millionaire next door?
I think that's the beauty of this book.
Yeah.
It shows that it's possible for anyone,
Right.
regardless of your background, your income level.
Okay.
It's about adopting those core principles,
Yeah.
Frugality, investing wisely, building that strong foundation.
Mm.
And remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Let's not get rich quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's a great takeaway for our listeners. And as we kind of wrap this up, this whole deep dive, I think one of the things that this book did for me was it really challenged my perception of what success looks like.
Yeah.
Because we're so quick to judge
Absolutely.
based on what we see.
Outward appearances.
Yeah, but it's like real wealth, it often lies beneath the surface.
It's true.
So I want to challenge everyone listening to think about like the millionaires next door in your own life. Those people who maybe don't fit this stereotype,
Right.
but who embodies those principles,
Yeah.
of financial wisdom and long-term thinking, because their stories might surprise you.
They really might.
Yeah.
It's amazing who you find
Yeah.
when you start looking.
Yeah. Well, I think this has been a really great deep dive.
I agree.
So I want to thank everyone for listening,
Yes, thank you for joining us.
and we will catch you on the next one.
See you next time.
All right.
Bye.